Hey guys, it's Alex with Reporterfy here, and I think we're back on our maybe third walk and talk.
Yes, exactly. Well, last time it was in April. We did a walk and talk here at the Canton Fair, and this time October. But one thing is same though, because both Canton Fair, we are seeing huge tariffs from the United States. Last time it was huge. This time it was still huge.
Seasons changed, but nothing in the tariff world changed. Let's go for a walk, my friend.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for a walk.
So, Zach, it's great to be back down here in Guangzhou. Thank you very much for meeting up with me and having this little chat that we do. I mean, it's always good to have the walk and talks because, this is a global stage. The world here is in commerce. This is all about it, right? Right here, it's all about that.
Exactly. We are seeing global buyers from Latin America, Africa, Europe, and they're happy about doing business with Chinese partners here. They want the quality Chinese goods, but one country is kind of missing here. You know what?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the United States. We don't see a lot of American buyers here because I don't think they can still do business now with this huge tariff thing.
And you know what? If every one of these companies can maneuver their way out of that market, this is dark times. I'm serious. This is very dark times, and I'm not joking about this because China has acted as the manufacturer, the warehouse to the world for the North American markets. And we're not just talking about consumers out there that are getting those cheap pairs of socks or the cheap coffee mugs. We were talking about people that generate businesses that need components from China, whether it's in the computer, consumer electronic, the new energy vehicle, the apparel, the glass home and houseware. If you cut yourself off from China, you better be ready.
Exactly. I've talked to many of these buyers from all around the world, and either they're buying electric vehicles or simply components from China. I mean, China is part of their supply chain. You can never escape that. And one thing I've learned from these Chinese producers, Chinese factories, is that they are all shifting away from the United States because of the trading policies, way too unpredictable. So they like customers from Africa, from South America, from ASEAN, but now they don't want customers from the United States.
Well, I don't really think that they're blaming the buyers or the sellers here, but they're understanding that this terrain, let's walk over here. Really nice to see a lot of people here today. This is fantastic. And you are right. We see different cultures here. It's very visible. Very visible because you see most people that walk through the show here have these buyer's certificate on, and they are very clear to say what country they're from. But let's think about this for a moment here. The United States has hammered the market, or the Chinese market, but that's not it. The Chinese knew this was coming, and they prepared themselves against the Belt and Road Initiative, which has connected over 150 countries so far. Let's talk about that, the BRI.
Of course, the Belt and Road Initiative and the countries along that road are now trading way more with China. They're trading way more with each other because now we are seeing a huge drop in exports to the United States, from China to the United States. That's a fact that we cannot escape. But what we're also seeing is the huge surge from trading with BRICS countries, BRI countries, ASEAN countries. And that surge, they offset the decline in exports to the US.
Incredible, huh?
Yeah, still. So everyone else is still making money, is still making the trade going, but just not the US.
Well, it's also, if we look at it from a standpoint that they're missing out on a lot of really important technology. Some of the stuff that I've seen coming from April to this October has drastically changed.
Exactly.
The consumer electronics, the new energy vehicles, these industries don't stand still. And here is something that I want the North American market to listen and wake up to this. Because if there's protectionism about we'll call it your automotive industry, you better beware, because these cars are coming to the shore near you no matter what happens. And it may be that your industries get completely wiped out by the new technology here. It's coming. The technology is here. It's not going away. You can put 100, 200, 300, 400, 500% tariffs on it. This market will continue. And what it's going to do is it's really going to isolate North America here.
Yes.
This isn't about me thinking, oh man, okay, we're going to have to pay an extra $1 or $5 or something. No, the American market, and I'm not going to get into the leadership over there, but some of the people that, with the mentality, they clearly haven't been to a show like this to see what's going on. The world's going on without you guys.
Yes. So with or without the US, the world is now trading more with each other, and the technology, Chinese technology, is going everywhere. But now it's only the US is missing from that map.
And you know, the Americans pride themselves on being a technologically advanced industry, right?
Exactly.
And we're just not. They're getting decoupled. Not only on the currencies. You know what I noticed this time around?
Yeah.
When I was approaching, and you'll see behind us here, guys, there are lots of booths. They're all behind us here. You'll see there's just so many booths behind us. They used to quote prices, Zach, in US dollars. Now they ask me, what currency would you like the price quoted in?
Yeah.
That is
exactly,
very new.
That's a huge shift. That exactly. It's a huge shift.
And we used to see on their price sheets, they would quote in US dollars, but that's not the case anymore. Mm-hmm. So, okay, without the new energy vehicle market, let's get into worldwide trading, worldwide shipping. I mean, what's happened?
Well, one thing that I learned is quite shocking to me is that now the United States is trying to charge fees from the vessels made in China.
Yeah, $18 a ton.
Yes, that's crazy because the vessels around the world, they're like at least 70% of them are made by Chinese manufacturers. So if you all the ships that are made in China, how are you gonna charge every one of them?
Yeah, and I'll give you another example.
Yeah.
Not just about the shipping. Mm-hmm. How you doing, farmers in the United States? How are those soybeans doing? Canadian farmers, how is the canola oil doing? At least the Canadians, and I'm Canadian, okay?
Yeah.
At least some of our lower tier government, not our federal government, but our provincial governments said, you know what? Canadian farmers are hurting, and they're being cut off from China, or being, let's say, tariffed at 70-some%.
Yeah.
Basically, that ended. And that was in retaliation to Canada's 100% tariff on the NEV vehicles. But our premiers, government, they got on an airplane. They came to China and they said, we want to fix this. And they came back and they said to our federal government, our prime minister, the Chinese were very welcoming. They want to sit down. They want us to win. They want to win. They want everybody to win. And yeah, the Chinese are also saying to our Canadians, your automobile industry, you may protect it, but you need to innovate it, and we'll help you innovate it. We'll spend the money too. Let's work together, and yes, let's get these canolas going. So that will be the win-win solution. But that's a Canadian point.
Electric vehicles now going to Canada?
We're getting very close now to that. It's been going on each week. Mm-hmm. So that's the way things should be. Instead of this whole, let's tax the ships, let's tax everything, let's do 100%, let's kill the automotive industry. It's getting nasty out there.
And speaking about soybeans, we now know the American farmers, their soybeans are selling nowhere because China is not buying from them. China is now buying from Brazil.
And investing in Brazil.
Yes, exactly.
That's the lesson you guys need to understand, that when China's going to buy, they're also going to go down there and they're going to inspect, and they might say, hey, guys, innovation can help your crop improve. Mm-hmm. Innovation can get more bushels to sell. Innovation can get you a higher price. Innovation can make you more money. And we are here to help you.
Exactly.
But no. You go to the shores of the United States and it's like,
100%.
Just give us the money, and we'll give you the soybeans, and that's it. Well, look what's happened now.
Yeah, China isn't just buying soybeans from Brazil, it's building the infrastructure to transport them. The trains, the ports, everything.
And probably signing some pretty lucrative, long-term, very good friendships instead of this, oh, they're ripping us off. You know what's amazing, Zach, is the big misunderstanding about trade. China is not here to steal business. In fact,
exactly.
At the Canton Fair, which is the world's largest consumer electronics show on the planet, there's foreign companies here.
Exactly.
They can do business.
Foreign companies also selling to the Chinese market at this Canton fair.
Unfortunately, this time around, though, the only ones I've seen are McDonald's and a couple other KFC out there right now. But we'll go into some of the other displays. But yeah, let's continue to have a couple more minutes for our viewers here.
Great.
Let's make this a 15-minute vlog because it's always nice to get into it with you about it. So we've talked about trade. We've talked about geopolitics. How about the safety? You know, you joined me at the air show last year, and that was quite the display. But the average Chinese person, they're getting on with their lives. They're feeling safe, right?
Exactly. Well, safety is like I think it's the best luxury that we have here in China, because I've been to many countries in Europe, in America, and one thing that I feel so comfortable doing here is leaving my laptops, my phones at the restaurant while I go to the toilet or just go elsewhere. And when I come back, they're always here. Nobody's gonna steal these things. But that's something that I wouldn't do when I was traveling in Europe. I didn't dare.
Not.
Yeah, I didn't dare. Even when I was on the metro, I don't normally take out my phones because it kind of scares me.
Well, it's great to see. You know, over the last year here, I've seen some excellent growth to your YouTube channel.
Exactly.
You're doing the right thing. You're.
Hopefully, I am. Hopefully, I am.
You're the ambassador of Guangdong area here, and we're really trying to bring both nations together and to have a clear understanding. So let's talk about another thing that I think is important. It's that the average young people in this country right now, what are they facing for challenges? What's the average young person facing? Can they still find jobs? Are they finding jobs? Maybe not their ideal job, but can they still find jobs?
I think finding jobs is kind of becoming a more difficult thing here in China.
Maybe is AI playing part of that?
Especially with AI. You know, I'm a reporter, okay?
Yeah.
So
a good one.
Thanks, Alex. And now with AI, many news videos they can just be generated simply by AI. I mean, reporters don't have to be actually there to film the stuff, and reporters even don't have to write the articles, because articles can be generated by AI just like that. So it's kind of making companies that they want to save money to hire people and just use AI instead.
Right. You know, I've been around a little bit longer than you, and
what do you think about it?
Well, you see, AI can be used if you use it right now to enhance your work. You're leading. We have to remember where it could go, right? And what certain people want. There could be a niche market, okay? For example, record players are coming back. I saw you just purchased one a while ago, I think, on your moments, right?
Yeah.
But we see a lot of things come back. We see other industries, that the travel business, okay, AI may be even better for the travel business. It might allow people to promote their product more. It might be able to advance cars more, safety more. So for what we fear of AI, I jump right into it. You know, I advance myself into it and I try to lead in it for what it is at the moment. Now, where it takes us to what next phase, we might see pushback. I'll give you an example. Hollywood spent multiple of billions of dollars in media in the 3D media space with their Bluetooth 3D players, their 3D movies that came out of the theaters, completely bombed. Can you imagine? The technology is there to watch a 3D immersed video. Now we're talking media again. So media is not just news. Media is publications. Media is videos. Media is engagement. So what happened in Hollywood a few years ago, they lost multiple billions of dollars on what they thought would be the next best trend. Now, I'm starting to see some AI content out there. In my mind, at first I thought it was great. Now I'm saying, this is predictable. This is AI. So, as I was saying, that I've been watching a lot of AI on YouTube and some other platforms. Couldn't be honest with you. I've seen a lot of it now, and the novelty is kind of wearing off. Do I want to watch an avatar news person? Like, hello, everybody, and welcome.
It's pretty fake.
It's cool at the start, and then after a while, I kind of seen that. And once you've seen it and gone through with it, and if you know that it's generated, and it's up to these platforms, it's up to YouTube, it's up to TikTok, it's up to all these new media platforms to say, you know what, we don't mind to allow it, but you got to identify it. And I'm starting to see the identified AI stuff. So some of the AI stuff is cool. Some of the companies just throw the AI label on there. Yeah, it's going to challenge certain industries, but we could take it. We thought the internet would replace everybody. What did it do? The opposite. It made people spend more, consume more, and go at faster speed. Okay, back to you, my friend. Wind it up. Let's wind it up on this note.
Yes, so one thing about this employment thing is that now young people, if they want to find good jobs, they need to know how to make full use of AI. Instead of being replaced by AI, you need to know what to make full use of it. Exactly. So that's how you get jobs. You make use of AI, but you don't get replaced by AI. AI boosts your working capability.
Use it as an enhancement. Use it as a tool, not as a total solution. It's going to wipe you out. I wouldn't fear it yet, guys. We got a long way to go. My name is Alex with Reporterfy Media here at the Canton Fair, 138th here with Zach.
Exactly.
Zach from South.
Zach from South.
Zach from South. Your channel. I shouldn't be saying goodbye.
Okay.
What a pleasure.
It's a pleasure talking with Alex here at the Canton Fair, and check out more of my videos. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.